If war breaks out between Israel and Iran, it almost certainly wouldn't stay between them. The United States has long supported Israel, both diplomatically and militarily. If Israel were threatened with destruction, the U.S. might intervene, especially if Iran were suspected of preparing a nuclear strike. Russia and China, on the other hand, have cultivated ties with Iran and might push back against any Western-led coalition. While direct intervention by Russia or China is less likely, proxy involvement, cyber attacks, arms shipments, or covert operations could escalate quickly. NATO countries, especially the UK and France, could be drawn in if the conflict threatens European stability or involves American forces. And then there's the wider Middle East. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, Iranian-backed militias in Iraq and Syria, all could mobilize against Israel, pulling the region into chaos. If nuclear weapons are used, who would be the likely targets? Israel, though small, has layered air defenses, including the Iron Dome, David's Sling, and the Arrow systems, capable of intercepting short to long-range missiles. But if Iran launched multiple warheads, or if any slipped through, Israel's urban centers like Tel Aviv or Jerusalem could be devastated. Iran, lacking nuclear weapons, according to current intelligence, would likely be hit in retaliation with conventional or, in a worst case, nuclear weapons. Strategic military bases, command centers, and possibly Tehran would be prime targets. If things spiral, U.S. bases across the Middle East, and even cities in Europe or American soil, could be at risk, depending on which powers get involved and what arsenals they deploy. The U.S. has around 5,200 nuclear warheads. Russia has over 5,800. China is rapidly expanding, with an estimated 500 and rising. France and the UK possess hundreds each. To understand the stakes, compare today's bombs to the ones dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Hiroshima bomb was about 15 kilotons. Modern nuclear weapons? Many range from 100 to 1,000 kilotons, with some Russian warheads topping 5,000. A single modern warhead could level a city and kill hundreds of thousands, instantly, not counting fallout, fires, and long-term radiation sickness. Even a limited nuclear exchange between Israel and Iran could cause millions of deaths, disrupt the global economy, and spark mass refugee crises. If it escalates, the entire world could be pulled into the abyss. So, how likely is global nuclear war? Right now, it's unlikely, but not impossible. The greatest danger lies not in a full-scale plan, but in miscalculation. A misunderstood missile launch, a rogue actor, a cyber attack mistaken for an act of war. The real answer is chilling. Global nuclear war could happen, not because leaders want it, but because no one stops it in time. We live in a time of precision weapons, complex alliances, and fragile diplomacy. A spark in the Middle East could ignite far more than regional flames. Understanding these dynamics isn't fear-mongering, it's essential. If you found this video thought-provoking, consider subscribing for more hard-hitting and timely explorations into history, geopolitics, and global conflict.